in the week, there was a stalemate between West Ham and Spurs, 1-1 at the London Stadium. Did you go to the game? Was you there?
Yep.
What did you make of it?
No, I wasn't at the game actually. No.
You've been so many games this week, you forget where you were.
I did. I thought I was.
I might
there.
be in shorts,
where was
but
I
know where I am.
Where was I? I can't remember where I was.
Did you watch the game though? You see it?
No, I didn't watch the game.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
What's going on?
No, I didn't even watch the game. I actually don't know what I was doing.
Geezer.
Actually, I don't know what I was doing.
I've got shorts on, but I know where I am and know where I was on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And where I was Wednesday was at home watching the the West Ham game against Spurs, which I found very frustrating.
I was just getting updates on live score. That's what I was doing.
Do you know what? I kind of understood why I've had so many West Ham fans this season ring me asking for David Moyes out, because that frustrated the hell out of me as watching it as a football fan.
Well, when you, I know how the game went, but when I saw a few things on X, and there's a few complaints, obviously from Spurs fans, by the way, saying, now I understand.
Yeah.
Why?
That was me.
I'm like, listen, you just got nullified.
Yes, big time.
Nullified, and it frustrated you.
Big time.
Threw your toys out the pram.
Absolutely.
Like how, who was it the last time they threw their toys out the pram when someone was, it was Mourinho talking about Sam Allardyce.
Yeah.
Do you remember that one, that interview? And then Sam Allardyce just started laughing because he just played the game, innit? It's just like, it's tactics. And listen, you're a formidable force. You got to understand, Spurs are a formidable force. And if you to nullify Spurs, it's a good thing. And sometimes it's just the way the game went and the way the cookie crumbled for you. Don't get upset because you didn't get all 3 points. West Ham done their job and done it correctly.
And had 4 points out of 6 from Spurs this season.
Exactly. So we're winning.
I gave you that. See, I know you're not a bump. But we'll talk about Heung-min Son because he made his 400th appearance for Tottenham Hotspur.
That's where I was. I was watching my son play.
There you go.
That's where I was.
Fair
I was being
enough.
listen.
Son.
I knew there was a reason why I weren't at the game. I was at Cambridge United watching my son play.
That makes sense. But yeah, Sonny made his 400th appearance for the club, which in itself is a massive feat for any player to get 400 appearances at one club.
Yeah.
But I want
That's
to
massive, mate.
Listen, you played in the Premier League, scored goals in the Premier League. Sonny is in
just about, yeah.
You did. You done it at elite level, mate. Yeah. 118 goals in 295 appearances for Son. He's in the elite 100 club. You know that to get into that club alone is no easy thing.
It's no joke.
And he's just such a hard-working, humble guy. You look at since he's joined the club in 2015. Of course, his first season he made mainly appearances as substitute, 15 appearances as a sub.
Yeah.
But from then on, for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seasons, in double figures every year as a goal scorer, and not even being the main man because Harry Kane's been the main man. What do you make of Heung-min Son?
I think he's a fantastic player. I think when he's on the pitch, it's just a threat. Like what he brings a different dynamic to your attacking lineup. Once it gets to him, there's something's gonna happen. He can run in behind. He can come and get it to feet. He can have his back to goal. He can actually spin in behind and collect it off a long throw in or a long kick from the goalkeeper. Shoot from distance. He's got it all. I look at him and I think he's been unfairly judged. I think not even judged. He's not given the credit. Like if I got a question asked to me about, I should have said him, by the way. I said that someone asked me, who's the most underrated player in the Premier League, and I went with Jorginho. Yeah. Yeah. I think he is underrated. I think what he brings to the game and his experience, and he lets players go forward. He does all the dirty work underneath all the glitz and glamour. When I see Son play, he's always around it, but yet he still don't get the credibility and the notoriety of the other big strikers in the league. I think he's always been, when you had Harry Kane back in the day with you, he was always his understudy kind of thing.
That's what it felt like, yeah.
Harry always looked like he took the game to the team, and he would be like a sideshow, Son. But then Son actually does all the dirty work that Harry didn't want to do as well. He'd chase down, he'd make a nuisance of himself. He was always a threat, going in behind, as I said. So I really look at him, I think, now Harry's not there, and he's still being relied upon to do what he does, and he's doing it efficiently.
Stepped up. Harry left this season. He's got 15 goals already, 27 appearances, as well as, of course, going into the Asia Cup. Let's head over to the phone lines at 03717 223344. Seth joins us. He's a Spurs fan. Good evening, Seth.
Evening, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear, Seth. Sonny, what do you make of our captain, Sonny? Is he fiercely underrated, or do you think he is rated?
For me, it's just he's just got two good feet. I think he's quick, and he's just got. From the first time they bought him, I rated him when he was at Leverkusen before, and I said they've got to get him. But apart from that, from what he's done at Spurs, he's no good in the air. He's poor in when we've been in finals. He always goes missing. He was missing on Tuesday. You know what I mean? Come, let's get real. What happens with the media, you guys, it's like the Postecoglou thing. That does my head in. It really does.
Wait a minute. Where we going? So you're not so you don't rate Son? You just think he's an okay player?
What I said is that Son has got two good feet. He's not good in the air, and he's quick.
But not
Seth,
everyone's going to be good in the air.
Seth, how often in the modern game do you have wingers putting crosses in for big lumps up front?
That's not even the modern game anymore.
What isn't?
Putting crosses in from deep and like having an Andy Carroll or Carlton Cole on the end of it. You don't really play football like that.
Maybe because they haven't got good wingers.
But the best team in the country is Man City. They don't play like that.
Most teams are playing, once they get to the byline, like wingers used to do, it makes it easier for you to score.
Yeah, I think you're stuck in the past, mate. Like, listen. No, you are, because look, football, when you're talking about, go on.
Listen, football is football, right? It's got nothing to do with. This is just a narrative. Yeah, I don't fall for that. I've been supporting football, Tottenham, for over 50 years. Yeah, I've known players at Tottenham. I've been close friends with them. So, I'm not silly about talking about, about different modern this, that and the other. Football's still football. At the end of the day, it's still football. You just have different names.
It changes.
It's like
football changes. So it's a different style, different formations.
But the fundamental side of it is...
Can you trap a ball? Basically, that's basically what you're trying to say. Can you trap a ball? You've got two good feet. You're saying he's just an average. So what you say? He's an average player?
No. I didn't say. You can pick what you want with him. I said he's quick. He's got two good feet.
But you don't rate him?
Sonny play. Personally, I think there's better players. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. And what's this Postecoglou thing that you just brought up as well?
Always going on about how he's the honeymoon period, this, that, and the other. The reality is, right? This is the reality. The last, 10 games, right? People have been looking for what's happened to Tottenham, right? Daniel Levy, why he had them dodgy managers, is because he wanted Tottenham to do well. Right, he's got the balance wrong.
What dodgy managers are you talking about?
Let me finish, Carlton, because I ain't even talking to you. I was talking to the other fella.
Why are you so upset, Geese? What's wrong with yourself?
Because you're cutting me up.
Who's the other fella? Who are you talking to?
You.
Now you're talking to us, so now you're talking to me now.
Right, one sec.
No, wait, let him finish. Go on.
Like I'm saying, they talked to him about the Champions League. Yeah, the reporters on 2 press conferences. The first one, I thought to myself, what are you talking about? He's going on about, I'm not interested in that. A lot of the times you watch his press conferences, it's like you can't ask him a question. Postecoglou, you watch his press conference, people are asking genuine questions, and he sits there and he's like, oh, well, mate, and I'm thinking to myself, come on,
All right, so you got a problem with his press conferences.
Can I finish? If you let me finish.
You've talked quite a bit. I can't ask you a question. This is a talk show, mate. This is not just the Seth show. This is not the Seth show, Geese.
You talk on there more than me.
Obviously, because I'm one of the hosts. What are you talking about? I'm supposed to talk on there more than you, Geese.
Right now it's West Ham versus Tottenham.
Yeah, but hold on a minute. So
give me that grace.
Yeah.
Make my point. Okay, my point is Postecoglou he was asked about Tottenham getting into the Champions League. He brushed it off like it wasn't important. He's going on about, I want to aim higher. The reality is, he is not going to win the league while you've got, Klopp's leaving, but he's not going to win it while Pep's there. It's as simple as that. He's not going to win it.
So what's your point?
The point is what he said at the press conference. He's dissing the Champions League. The fact that you're going to get, good, financial benefits from it. You're going to get better players. He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it. So I'm thinking to myself,
what do you mean he don't see it?
Seth, do you mind if I cut in quickly?
Yeah, go on.
Perhaps he's just playing it down the pressure of going into that. No, because every time I've heard him talk about it, he deflects things in press conferences. He's trying to say a particular style of football that I'm trying to play and put onto the team. We're going to go game by game, because if for example, Big Ange goes into Spurs and his focus is the Champions League, then we're going to ask, hang about, this is a loser's mentality. Why aren't you thinking about trying to go one further and win the league? You've got to think, after the season we had last year, losing Harry Kane, a brand new gaffer in, trying to get rid of so much of the deadwood that we've had in that squad, and we're still doing that. Still there's a transition. Still now, I don't think there's players there that are good enough to play the system Ange wants to play, because he's so direct on those channels. You need players that can take people on.
What system what is so spectacular about this system?
Not about it's spectacular or not. This is the way the manager wants to play football. I'm not saying it's spectacular or not.
Okay. So look at the last 10 games.
Okay.
Look, mate. You've just lost Harry Kane. You've lost Harry Kane, your main go-to striker. You lost him. Yeah. You had an amount of injuries that was very unfortunate for you, especially against Chelsea when you got the injuries. Don't you think you've done well?
I didn't. What I'm saying is that the way we've been playing for the last 10 games, we've got away with it.
You got away with it?
Of course, Luton last week.
Yep, it happens. They're no pushovers, but Luton are no pushovers. Everyone has to work for their points when you play Luton.
Okay, listen, you asked me a question, right? Consistently in the last 10 games, Tottenham have been poor in the first half. That's to do with him. Even he's defending. Someone said to him in the press conference, I think today, they said to him, Tottenham seems letting 17 goals just on set pieces.
What do you want to see, Seth? What do you want to see from him? What do you want to see? What do you expect?
What I want to see is the reality is, if he doesn't think Champions League, he's not. And the next step he's talking about winning the league. The way Tottenham are at the moment, they're not going to win the league. He's right on that. But that's his responsibility. Okay. Secondly, the way he plays, he's the manager. He's the manager.
Yeah, but you're not. You got to be. Are you a realistic person, mate? Are you in the same world I'm in? Because Spurs are never going to win the league whilst you got Man City, Liverpool.
Are you listening to what I'm saying?
Go on.
You're not listening, are you?
Go on.
I just said Postecoglou thinks that we're going to win the league.
Does he?
Of course he does. He's saying about Champions League, he wants to go further.
Right. I'm going to just end that there for now. Thank you, Seth. 03717 223344. I just think, just to go back on what Seth's saying, a manager in a press conference is going to say all sorts of stuff, and he's going to play things down. If Big Ange was to go, guys, first year here, I got he's always coughing. I've got Champions League football. He goes, it's great. We'd all complain and say that's a loser's mentality. More to come. Keep those calls coming in. Thank you, Seth. You've rattled a load of Spurs fans there.
It's rattled me, geez.
I'm
not even a Spurs fan.
Well, at least he knew your name. I'm the other fella.
Actually, he didn't want to talk to me. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the other fella.
03717 223344. Thank you, Seth. You're listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT with talkSPORT Bet. Download the new talkSPORT Bet app today. 18+, begambleaware.org. This is talkSPORT with Seth.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.